Good morning and welcome back to the Traders Network Club YouTube channel. If you guys are brand new, today we have our Pip Hunter Showdown taking place today, and we do have our star guest back, FxBigDog, where we go ahead and we battle each other live trade sessions where we trade 5 pairs. We each get 2 pairs to see who can close their positions first will win the showdown. So welcome back, and we're going to start right after this. All right. Good morning. How you doing, FxBigDog?
Hey, Cameron, I'm doing super cool, dude. We just closed out the US dollar CAD on our flagship product, which is pretty cool. We actually chased after 300 pips on that trade. Wanted to get 500. We could have. The market went to the further down, but we got happy with that. We got happy with just cashing out with the 300. Getting out of the trade and, looking forward to some movement in the CAD Swiss, which we are currently seeing moving really cool. So we're excited about that. So it's a good Friday, guys. It's a great Friday to be trading. We've had some positive move in the market this last couple of days. We've been waiting for it. We've been very patient. And for those that have been patient, waiting for these moves to take place, well done, guys. Well done. That's what trading's all about, is being patient. And we certainly have been patient. And it is proven to be very good for us. So that is cool. Cameron, I know we're going to go ahead and talk about some trade opportunities this morning. But I want to go ahead and say that if you have not signed up with the Starter Pro, if you're not a Starter Pro member, you guys are going to miss out year in this month. And the reason for that is we're coming up with a new trade signal called the Pip Hunter Trio. And we're going to give the students in the Starter Pro membership, we're giving them free access to these trade alerts for this month in May. That's right. We want them to go and check it out, test it. We'll give them free trade ideas for the Pip Hunter Trio, which is considering 3 currency pairs: New Zealand CAD, Aussie CAD, and the Aussie New Zealand dollar. And what we're doing on that is we're trading for 10 pips. So we're chasing after scalping for 10 pips. And actually, I have to go ahead and show you the results that we've had so far, because everything we do, we'll first test to see how it's playing out. And with a $1,000 trading account with a leverage of 1-50 or 50-1, we've managed to capture 7.7% in March, and in April 5.8%, and then in May 1.48. Now, not only are we going to be able to give you guys this opportunity to be able to get involved in this, but we also partnered with a broker. We've actually got a couple of brokers that we've partnered with, but one of the brokers that we have partnered with is actually, in fact, going to be giving a 1-500 leverage, all right, which means that you're going to be able to trade with $1,000, maybe even a $500 trading account and produce these type of results, which is pretty awesome. So if you guys are interested, make sure you go ahead and email Cameron. Go ahead and put the email down below. Make sure you go ahead and email support@TradersNetworkClub.com. Go ahead and do that. Make sure you email that. If you're interested in getting involved in this Pip Hunter Trio, then go ahead and send us an email, and we'll have those details on our website pretty soon. In fact, by next week, we should have it up and running and ready to go. But we are giving free alerts to our Starter Pro, or free trade ideas to our Starter Pro members. Right? Every time we come up with something, we're going to give these members free access to a lot of that stuff. So if you're not a member of the Starter Pro, you might want to go ahead and check it out. All right? Cameron actually leads that. And there's the email there, support@tradersnetworkclub.com. Check it out and send us an email. And this is more trying to help those clients that have smaller trading accounts that are trying to build their account up and not get their account blown up or over leveraged and so on, because there's only 3 currency pairs we trade, and we've got a certain strategy that we're chasing 10 pips in the market. It's jumping in and out of the market, looking for 10 pips in the market. And you'll notice that we trade the Aussie CAD, New Zealand CAD, and the Aussie New Zealand dollar, which means that we're playing a little bit of a hedge, and one's counting against the other, and so all 3 of them work beautifully in combination with each other. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Check it out, and we'll go ahead and see how that plays out. Now, also, we're coming up with, of course, the Pip Hunter Hedged. Pip Hunter Hedged is also going to be released this month as well. Make sure you check out that Pip Hunter Hedged, and that's going to be real exciting, because this way, specifically for those traders that have got bigger and larger trading accounts, they can go ahead and separate their trading accounts and actually have it more managed, which means that you're trading one side bearish, the other side bullish. We've added additional currency pairs like the pound US dollar, Aussie New Zealand dollar, and the euro pound being incorporated into this Pip Hunter hedge. And what we're doing is we're trading one side bullish, the other side bearish. So if the one side is let's say in a drawdown, the other side is going to still be able to trade in the opposite direction and make profit. So it's a good way to hedge it, and at the same time, you can control which directions you want to stop trading. So as an example, we've got all these great gurus out there, or these smart traders that have done their own technical analysis, right? And they said, "Hey, big dog, the market's in a downtrend. I don't want to buy anything." Well, if that's the case, you don't have to buy anything. You can go ahead and just sell on that signal. Just sell on that signal. So you go ahead and switch off the buys, only sell until you feel, okay, at this time right now, I want to go ahead and buy. So you're going to have a lot more control of how you want your trading account managed. And you could also make the decisions like whether you want to be buying in this direction or just selling, or whether you want to do the opposite, just selling and not buying. So you can decide exactly how you want it managed. It gives you a lot more freedom, a lot more access to be able to manage your setups. All right. Well, in fact, I'd like to go ahead and show a little bit about that, but we'll talk about that. This is actually the hedged. You can see right here. This is the hedge. Maybe I'll go ahead and give you guys a little bit. This is the hedged bearish testing that we've done so far. This is their bearish hedge bias. And you can see right here, we've got 17%. It's showing at the moment right now. There it is, 9% the first month, 5%, and then we are slightly up on the in this month already. And then on the other, so that was the bullish bias. This is the bearish bias right here. That's also up 17% right here. So it's giving pretty much the same sort of results. We've seen the same sort of results, but it's able to hedge itself between each other. Again, you can be more in control of what goes on, but it's going to be a really good setup. And as you can see right here, we have got more currency pairs that we are focusing on. But remember, there's a strategy. Everything we do has a very key strategy as to how to be able to manage those positions. All right, and we'll talk you through that. All that videos will be inside the education. Will be inside the class, so that when you go into the members area, you'll be able to read up and know exactly how you should be managing your risk, so that you can have a good and safe way to be able to control how you manage the risk. All right. Now, with that being said, Cameron, I know we're going to dig into some trade opportunities this morning. And so let's go ahead and dive into a couple of these trades. I'm excited about what's happening. Listen here, let's talk about what's going on in the markets just recently, all right? We've got a lot of stuff going down, especially this week. In fact, I said to the traders earlier this week, and by the way, I came back from a 2.5-week vacation in South Africa, had an absolute wonderful time there. We did a lot of crazy stuff. We went parasailing or paragliding. We went zip lining over the ocean. In fact, it's the longest zip line over the ocean in the world. We did that in Mossel Bay. It was fantastic. We glided off the Table Mountain in Cape Town. I mean, we did some hunting, we did some safari rides, we saw the big five. We did a lot of wine. We did a lot of wineries. We ate a lot of food. In fact, when I got to the airport on my way back, they looked at me once and they said, "Man, get on that scale, because it's not my luggage that's going to be overweight. It's going to be me. I ate so much food that it actually weighed me on the scale before I got onto the plane." All right, I'm just kidding. All right, I'm just kidding. I haven't picked up that much weight. But this is the deal, traders. This is the deal. There's a lot of things happening so far, and since I've got back, and we can take a look right here. We had the Aussie rate decision out this week. They raised the rates 25 basis point. They surprised the market. They said no to the rate hike. Then they go ahead and raise it. Surprise. Then we had the FOMC. We had the federal funds rate. They also went ahead and did what they said, raised it 25 basis point. But I posted something inside my Twitter, my Telegram channel. And that was, I said that, hey, listen here, the thing that we're going to be looking out for is what Powell mentions with regards to the next time they meet. Are they going to be raising rates? Are they going to be using the verbiage like, well, we're going to have to take a look and see what the data reports before we make a decision on in the next meeting? And that's the thing that was key for us, right? And that's the thing that we were looking for and made me get excited about what we heard, because that's exactly the message. So there's a lot of uncertainty. And remember, the Fed's a little bit slow on wanting to raise rates because they're creating a banking sector crisis. So this whole thing is starting to spiral out because we've got inflation, we got this, we got that, and it's all creating a big, big problem for the Feds. It's not as simple as them just going ahead and raising rates to control inflation. No, they have to consider, we have to consider interest rates. No, not interest rates, but we've got to consider inflation, but also more the banking sector too as well. So a lot of things going down right here, a lot of things to be excited about. So let's go ahead and dive into a couple of things here as we look for a trade opportunity, because we just had some exciting news come out right now. We had jobs coming out here in the U.S. I expected a little bit of a bigger push, to be honest, from the Wednesday data with the rate decision. It didn't take much, but then today was really the final straw for the camel's back, that broke the camel's back, because that what created this nice little move that we've seen over the last few hours. All right, well, actually the last hour or so. So let's dive in and let's see if we can find an opportunity. Cameron's going to be a tough one today to actually get a great opportunity. So hopefully you guys are ready to rock and roll and ready to go ahead and dive into some trades. There we go. Tony's ready to go. He says non-farm payroll with Big Dog. All right, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and dive in right here. Janet also says that trading has been awesome today. Yep, but you know what, Janet? It's all because of patience, right? Everyone's been patient. And that's what I've been trying to teach. I had to actually get very firm on a couple of traders last couple of days, because they started really venting out about how they feel about the CAD Swiss. But unfortunately, traders, I can't teach you patience. You're going to have to learn that, right? And that's unfortunately, that's what really helps a trader to be successful in trading, is that you have to be patient. You cannot be impatient. The market's not going to move according to our expectations and our timing. We have to realize that. We do spot these certain things that are happening in the market, but we just got to have to wait for it to play out, because there's a lot of things that have to be dealt with in order for the market to change direction. It's just not going to happen on the fly, unless, of course, there's a big news announcement. But we have to be patient. So congratulations to those that have been patient. I really want to commend you today and say that this is what trading is all about. In order to see the results, in order to be profitable, in order to be successful, not just in trading, but in life in general, we have to learn to be patient. When we start pushing the needle, when we start pushing our own agenda first above what we believe that should be the norm, what tends to happen, we get ourselves into trouble. So be careful, traders, not to do that. All right. Now, I know you guys came here to look at some trade opportunities and not listen to me blabber all on about what should and what shouldn't be done in the market. But let's go ahead and dive into this today. In fact, Cameron, I feel excited about trade opportunities. Let's throw in a couple of more pairs than just the five that we look at. So I'm going to go ahead and, because I've been speaking too much, I'm going to get Cameron the opportunity to go ahead and do his trade first. Cameron, you can go ahead and pick any currency pair. Let's just go ahead and do that. You pick any currency pair that you want to go ahead and look at right now. And I'm going to go ahead and share the screen with you. There we go. It's all yours, baby.
Okay, so I get to pick.
You get your pick. Yeah, don't, isn't it nice?
Oh
You
wow.
get your pick.
Okay. Let's take a look here. Let's see which one I would like to pick here. These U.S. dollar pairs. I'm seeing a little bit of seeing some nice movement here today. Go the Aussie CAD here. Aussie CAD. I don't like picking. I actually like it when you give it to me. Um,
All right, let me give it to you then.
okay, yeah, give me one.
All right, I'm going to give you one. Let's let the audience pick which currency pair in the five that we focus on, guys. Let's keep it to the five we focus on. Which currency pair are we going to go ahead and look at? Let's go ahead and see if we can get the first post. Whoever posts first, we'll go and jump into that one first. All right, let's take a look and see who's posting. Come on. I don't think anyone wants to go ahead and put themselves out there. Oh, there we go. We got Hector's first. Hector's first out there, and actually Brian threw out the same one. There it is, Cameron. You got it. New Zealand CAD. Hector says, go ahead and do that one.
New Zealand CAD. All right. All right. So first thing, obviously, most of these members know from my live sessions this whole week, we've been trading this bullish movement here on the New Zealand CAD, and taking a look here at the 4 hour, we do have a nice little key support here of this trend line. Price has gone ahead and reached our target here. Where this is our supply zone. This is where we were expecting price to go ahead and test before it reaches this. After it reaches this. So once we got price in our supply zone, we had a nice pullback here. And as you can see, look at this. Price is already pulled back to our key support here as well. We have some demand right here. If I zoom out, we can see this nice key demand level here as well. And this is where price is kind of testing as it's bouncing off. Now, the question is, are we going to get this demand to push price back to retest this? Or we're going to see price want to dip back and test some liquidity and some support of this trend line. So yeah, this is looking at the 4 hour. We can see some negative divergence here on the 4 hour. Price is now kind of validating a low. And the key answer here is, where is this low going to fall to? So we're going to see here on the 1 hour is we had this support here from this low. Price went ahead and broke through that support. That's why we were getting this lower retracement as well. And we could see price want to continue to go bearish here. It might not be done. We just might be getting a correction move here. So if I look at the 50-minute time frame, I'm not seeing any positive divergence. I'm not seeing any momentum that's showing that price wants to push back to resistance here. So this could just be a nice retracement here. And I think we should see a nice little dip, more of a dip here on the New Zealand CAD. That want to come back to grab some liquidity in these zones of resistance. We also have a support of this trend line as well that price could want to dip back to. But we also have some consolidation here. This is some key zones right here that price wants to go ahead and grab some liquidity. Obviously, you can see prices testing right now in some consolidation as well. But obviously, we're getting this retest. So we should see price want to go ahead and dip further back down here on the New Zealand CAD. Let's go to a 5-minute time frame here. I just want to see. Price has not moved to the overbought position yet, so we're still working this retracement here. I think the long term, just the short term, is this retracement right now. I don't know how much further it's going to retrace. I can't see it retracing another 20 pips. If we see 20 pips, 20 pips is just in this consolidation year. Okay, that's a pretty good retracement actually. So price could retrace in this zone right here where we see some consolidation here. We could see that retracement before price wants to go ahead and push back down. But once again, I'm not seeing any positive divergence here on the 50-minute in the 1 hour. So showing me we're still pretty bullish here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sell New Zealand CAD. And if price wants to really go ahead and retest this this consolidation zone right here, which is I think about 20 pips, which is 25 pips. Okay, so it's about 25 pips, and that is basically what we're targeting. We're targeting 20 pips. So most people say, well, why don't you go ahead and trade? Why don't you go ahead and buy if it's going to close you out at 25 pips? Well, I'm not 100% sure that this is our retracement level. This is where I'm anticipating if price does want to move a little bit north. This is where we're retracing to, is this consolidation zone. But my long-term target year is I'm expecting more bearish on New Zealand CAD, so I'm going to go ahead and sell.
I like that, dude. I like that. I like the fact that you're counting and saying, hey, man, listen, if this thing goes up, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and get some more positions in on that. But I like the fact that you're going to go ahead and do that and pick up some additional setups on that. Now, by the way, traders, if you are signed up with our Telegram channel, it's free. Make sure you check out our Telegram channel. It is inside the YouTube link or description down below. Check out our Telegram channel. And make sure that you are a member of that Telegram channel, because everything that Cameron's going to be doing and I'm going to be doing is going to be posted inside that channel. Okay, so it's going to be posted in that channel, which means that you will be able to get all these trade ideas sent to you, and you can follow exactly how we do it. Because traders, here at Traders Network Club, we are completely transparent about how we do things. When we place trades, when we close trades, if we're profiting or not profiting, you will know all about that. Okay. All right, traders. Well, we're going to go ahead and jump into another trade right here. And my trade's going to be a little bit different to Cameron's in the sense because it's a different currency pair. Ha! All right. Just thought you'd go say that. All right. So this is the thing. CAD Swiss. I'm going to talk about the CAD Swiss because I know that there is a lot of traders holding on the CAD Swiss. And normally what I would do here is I would go ahead and look to trade this correction move. But I'm going to do something a little different here because I'm expecting the retrend to reverse. In fact, let's go back down to the data here. And I'm going to go ahead and share some information here about how we've been looking at the markets over the last while. First, number one, this swing going down right here created what we call a wave 1. Then it pulled back to wave 2. It then created a wave 3. This is the wave 3 down here, which means that the market pulled back to wave 4. This is where we anticipated wave 5 to be. I spoke to a lot of traders. I said, guys, listen here. We got this falling wedge. We are in an oversold condition. We're at the 5th wave completion. Everything tells me that the price is going to start working its way back up. Where is the upside target? The upside target is all the way up here to our 4th wave highs. That's where we can, let's go ahead and throw in a number here. Let's go ahead and mark this off. This is going to be called that 4th wave target right here, right? So we're expecting the CAD Swiss to go all the way up to 69.70. It will probably trade a little above that, but it's going to target at least that 69.71. So that's the level where price is going to move to, which is about 300 pips from where it's trading right now. Now, if I go to the 4-hour time frame, we're testing that 200 EMA, which means traders, we're really not out of the woods yet. We're not really trending yet on the 4-hour bullish, right? We're still in this downward trend. We're just testing. We're in a correction move in this trend. So I'm gonna play. I'm gonna bank on us going north, and I'm gonna go ahead down to my 30-minute time frame, and I'm gonna go say, you know what? This is not the ideal place to start buying. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not the ideal place to go ahead and buy. But I'm looking at the downside move right here. And I'm saying, okay, price is probably going to come back down. There's 20 pips to the 382 pounds. And here's another, let's say, 56. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to enter this a little differently. I'm going to enter this in 20 pip increments on a buy. All right. So which means that I'm going to go ahead and buy when it's over here. And I'm probably going to buy when it's over here as well. which means that here is going to be our first buy, right? And then we're going to buy slightly low there, and then it's going to be slightly about here. So which means that this upward swing, I am going to probably go into, I'm going to bank on going red first before I go green, because I believe it's going to dip first, but because I want to stick with the overall direction, I think it's going to dip a little first, maybe even down to here. So maybe I'll get picked up on 3 position right here, but when it comes back up again, we're going to make profit. Now, because this pair doesn't really move that strong, it normally moves slow. It has moved quick over the last thing. I'm going to stick with this momentum because the momentum has been pretty strong. So, Cameron, let's go ahead and throw in a buy on the CAD Swiss. Buy on the CAD Swiss. And again, if we get these dips, I'm okay with a dip in the short term, but I think we're going to go ahead and see a positive move to the upside still. All right, so let's go ahead and buy on the CAD Swiss.
All right, you're in.
All right, CAD Swiss is in, and we got in at 66.50. All right, 66.50 is the entry point. Again, if it does dip back down, it is what it is, but I believe the long-term goal is at all the way up here to 69.71. So we're still going to be bullish on this one right here. All right, perfect. Cameron, you got the next one right here, and let's go ahead and do you have something you can look at, or are you confused?
I can look at the US dollar CAD. That's a nice pair I like to trade.
All right, US dollar CAD, you got it. I'm going to go ahead and switch you over.
All right, US dollar CAD. Wow, take a look at this, guys. Had a nice bearish move here, strong bearish move, and price is now kind of in my level here where I expect price to kind of bounce off. As you can see, we got some consolidation here, some lows as well, and obviously there is some demand below here that price could want to move to, but we should see some some retracement, some correction here. First thing I noticed is price went ahead and broke through the previous low. Okay, and we had a nice low here as well. So price broke through some key support right here. We're in this little range bound, and price went and broke through us out, and we haven't got a retest. Okay, well, now that we're at our level where we expect price to go ahead and retrace that, we'll see how this is playing out. So we're in the oversold position in the 4 hours. So I'm looking at a very higher time frame here to see the long term here. And if I go back to the 1 hour here, we've seen a little bit of negative divergence here. Same thing on the MACD slowing down. We have a lot of bearish MACD here. Okay, so this should be due for a nice retracement here. And we got the divergence as well. So if I go to the smaller time frame, yeah, we can see very choppy here, very choppy in the smaller time frame. As you can see, these bottoms are kind of flat. We're getting nice little flat bottoms here, so we're seeing price kind of dip as we're getting these flat bottoms here, double bottoms as well, and on an oscillator, if you can see where I'm looking at an oscillator. So we should expect some retracement here. Okay, now going back to the 1 hour, my long-term years, okay, well, we got some support here, but we do have some demand at the bottom here, and I could probably delete some of the stuff here as we have a lot of here's a key demand level right here. So this is my key demand level where I should see price make its way move to for a long-term target here. And the question is, are we going to see some retracement right now? We're kind of in a consolidation zone here as well. Okay, and we're also here at this consolidation zone over here. You can see there's some consolidation. There's some bouncing off price in these zones right now. So I think if I take a look at the year, I like to look at the year as well, as I'm kind of trading both of these because they're both kind of trading with the US dollar. And we can see on the US dollar, looking at the 1 hour, price broke through this low here, kind of retracing. Looks like it might want to move back, grab some liquidity. So we're getting a little bit of a bearish move here on the euro. That's kind of trading against the US dollar. So showing that we might get a little bit of a nice bullish push here on the US dollar. So I'm thinking I'm going to trade a correction move here. And I'm going to first see, before I do make a decision here, my 20 pip correction is going to be still in this consolidation zone. So my target is still in this consolidation zone where price is trading. And I like this position here to go ahead and trade this retracement. Now I'm expecting price to go ahead and make a long-term bearish move. But we should see some retracement here, and I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and buy here. My best bet is going to buy the retracement here on the US dollar.
Okay, all right, I like it. Kevin, just a quick one. Did you change the entry points every 20 pips instead of 25?
Yeah, I changed the pip distance, yeah, to 20.
All right, cool. Hey guys, I just want to just point out another thing as well for our Starter Pro members. We have an upgrade of the trading tool, and the trading tool actually is going to allow traders to be able to enter the market, and then it's going to also consider momentum and momentum into the actual equation. So, which means that instead of entering every 25 pips, if it's set to 25 pips, what it will do is if it goes into profit 25 pips and it sees that especially like a fundamental announcement, right? If the fundamental announcement comes up and the market spikes and it moves, let's say, 25 pips, it may not enter until that the momentum against us starts slowing down, and then it'll enter if it is above the 25 pips. And this is the way to be able to minimize that you don't get into some multiple entry points, and that it gets you at entry points when the market's mostly settled down at those levels. All right, it's there's a little additional formula that we've incorporated into the upgrade. So it's the Starter Pro members will get access. It's not the starter, but our Starter Pro members will get access to what we're going to call now the Pip Grabber Hunting Tool Pro. All right, Pro, which is going to be a little added upgrade. And Brian says, when will that be? We're going to go and try and see if we can get it to you guys, Brian, by next week. So next week, Monday, I'm going to see if we can get it done. I'm going to be gone this weekend again. I know, it's crazy. But hopefully next week we'll get it available to you guys next week. All right, it's already done. We've gone through testing. Everything's working fine. Now we're just going to go ahead and put it in the room. Hopefully we can get it done today so you guys can have it available from Sunday, Monday next week. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look. So Cameron, all right, you're done on the US dollar. So let's take a look at you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with the CAD, the Aussie CAD right here. And just tell me if I'm doing something you already done. What did you do the first one? Euro.
The New Zealand CAD.
Oh, New Zealand CAD. Okay, good. All right, so here's the Aussie CAD right here. And it looks like price is moving a little bit of in this range. Look at this. Right, there's resistance over here at the top. Here we got support down here at the bottom. It makes sense to want to continue to be bearish on this. Let's go down to the 4 hour. There's that resistance there. So, yeah, we could definitely be moving further down south. We haven't got into an overbought. I think I'm going to sell. Cameron, I think you were selling, right? The New Zealand CAD.
New Zealand CAD, yes, I was selling New Zealand CAD, yeah.
All right, so this is the support here. And I think due to the news that just came out right here, I think we're going to see some further strength in the Canadian dollar just because of the news. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this is a buy for me. No, my bad. What am I talking about? Sell. Sell. I think we're going to go ahead and target this level down here. So, Cameron, I think I'm going to jump on that bandwagon, dude, and I'm going to go ahead and sell the Aussie CAD. And let's go ahead and do that right now. Aussie CAD. Let me go to the 15-minute time frame just to take a look here. Yep, we're testing this resistance here that we broke out of. There it is there. Yep, go ahead and sell Aussie CAD, my friend. All right, I'm going to go ahead and flip it over back to you. What do we got left? Just the euro?
Yes, euro US dollar, yep.
All right. All right, you got that trade in?
Yep.
Perfecto. All right. So you go ahead and take a look at the euro.
All right. Let's take a look at the euro. Well, I was just looking at the euro there as well, and what I'm expecting here on the euro, okay, is obviously we got this breakthrough here of this low. I'll show you this is the 15. Let me go to the 1 hour. Here on the 1 hour, we got a breakthrough of this low. We're going to see some retracement, some key retracement here. Where is price going to retrace to? Well, Well, I gotta say my retracement level is right here. Is this zone right here? So let me go ahead and move this. This is some consolidation here. As you can see, some consolidation here as well. This is a nice retracement level. Price broke through this low. I want to see some retracement, but my long term again is for price to go and dip here. I want to see price dip and test these lows a little more. There's a lot of liquidity at the bottom here, so I'm expecting price to really dip and grab some liquidity here on the euro US dollar before we see any sudden movements. So my long term here is definitely bearish. I'm bearish, and I'm pretty sure I went in. Uh, I went and bought the US dollar CAD. Okay, I went and bought the US dollar CAD. So I'm expecting the euro to move a little bearish. But I gotta say, the euro US dollar and the US dollar CAD are kind of moving the same direction. Usually they're kind of the opposites, but they're kind of moving the same direction here. And I'm expecting retracement, but I'm expecting more bearish movement here on the euro US dollar. So I'm seeing, okay, um, oops. I don't see too much positive divergence, so we're not getting a key strong retracement here. As you can see here on my 4 hour, 4 hours just kind of bouncing right now off this oversold position. So yeah, we're gonna see a little retracement. Am I gonna get a full retracement all the way back into the zone? I don't know. So most of my members know that we dollar cost average here using this strategy, and the goal is, okay, if price does want to go and retrace back to this level, we're getting our second position at 25 pips. That's 26. So we get in our second position. I'll even go ahead and adjust it to 20 pips just to make sure we get in the second position if price does retrace. But I'm looking for price to come back and test some liquidity at the bottom of these lows. So I am definitely going to go with a sell. I'm going with a sell here on the euro US dollar. And I'm going to go ahead and change um, my pip distance to 20 in case if price does retrace a little further up there. We get in our second position. We go ahead and we dollar cost average, wait for price to go ahead and come back down.
I like it, likey. All right, I
Yeah,
like
there
it
it
a
is,
lot.
20 pip distance, and there it is.
All right, good. All right, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. All right, traders, this is the deal right here. Okay, this is what we got to look at right here. So, Cameron, what do we got that we've not covered so far on those pairs? We've covered the euro, right? You've just gone in on the euro right now. Let me see here. Trade battles. Okay, so we've gone in. We had a sell on the New Zealand CAD. We had a buy on the CAD Swiss. We had a buy on the US dollar CAD. We had a sell on the Aussie CAD, and now the euro. We've gone ahead and sold on the euro US dollar. All right, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and give a bonus trade right here. Bonus trade for you guys today will either be on the pound US dollar, on the Aussie CAD, sorry, not the Aussie CAD, the Aussie New Zealand dollar, or the euro pound. Those are the three that we're looking at, and we're actually putting some trades in based on our hedge. In fact, if you go over here, look at our this is our bias hedge bias bearish, and if you take a look at the actual results here, look at the summary. You can see that the euro pound is actually producing good results. The Aussie New Zealand dollar is producing good results. And what is the other one that we've added in? Pound US dollar right here, also producing good results. So we've added another 3 of these currency pairs that we're watching, placing trades on, and we've been doing some testing on that, and it's doing pretty solid. All right. I will absolutely say that we would always go ahead and do that as a hedge. So separate the two, which we were currently busy. It's currently in the works. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at either one of those. Let's start with the Aussie New Zealand dollar right here. And the Aussie New Zealand dollar is taking off. And let's take a look over here. If it's taken off, let's take a look at the swings that we have right here. And whoa, look at that. So traders, because we trade support and resistance when the market completes these 5-wave structures, I'm going to suspect that we may get an Aussie New Zealand dollar correction move off this right here. Let me go down to a 1 hour. I mean, go up to 1 hour. Okay, I see a bit of resistance up here. Where is that level there? That's about 20 pips. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's go back to that 15. Hang on, let me go to the 4 hour. Yep, let me go to the 15 over here. Cameron, all right, you don't have it on, right?
No.
We might have to add it. Add another chart. Go ahead and add another chart. Can you put the go ahead and add the go to the on the side there. No. Just go click on the you know, let me just go. Let me get into this. Let me go grab it because I know what I want to do. So let me just go ahead and do it, and then I'll go ahead and share everyone what I'm going to do. All right, here we go. Drag this over to the left here. All right, traders. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to add another currency pair right here. I'm going to add in. It's going to be Aussie, Aussie New Zealand dollar right here. Boom. I'm going to add in another currency pair right here. I'm going to go ahead and throw this one in here, and this is going to be the chart right here. And then what I'm going to go ahead and throw in, let's do this, tile it right here. And then what I'm going to go ahead and throw in on this is, let's put in, oh no, that's perfect. So let's put in our Pip Hunter tool. Perfect. I'm gonna flip this over to what time frame do we have? 1 hour. That's fine. All right, there it is. So we've got it set up right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a sell in there. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I've set the parameters right. So parameter tool signals. Let's go ahead and make sure they've got the settings right here. Cam, what have you got your settings at? Let me save the settings. So I'm going to save the settings here, and I'm going to save that as Pip Hunter down below. And I'm going to go ahead and load that. Perfect. All right, and let's make sure it's got the right lot sizes right here. 20 fixed, one lot size, correct. That's fine. Lot size is correct. 20 pip net profit. Perfector. Pip Hunter Trade Battle. Yep, that's the one. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sell it. And that should pop up on your, yep, it just popped up on the things as well. And we are in on the race. All right, perfect. There we go. Done. All right. So traders, I'm going to trade not the momentum that's currently right now. I'm going to trade the technical setups, and which means that if price does want to move up to this level right here, we'll get in on the second one, and then we'll make money on the way back again. So that just means that all the market's done is created this inside wave 1, 2, 3, and then correction. And because my first entry point is right here, we should be able to make money on this trade by simply moving back down. Now, if it does hold up here at the 127, then it's going to chase after the low down here, which means we'll absolutely be able to make our 20 pips on that trade. So that's where we're at right here. And that should be it for today. All right. Fantastic. I think it was a great session today. Hey, by the way, another thing, traders, just another heads up. I want to go ahead and let everyone know. If you were trading, following our trade ideas, if you're following our trade ideas and you're connected to our trade replicator, just want to make sure that you guys check your US dollar CAD position, because make sure that all your positions were closed. We got a couple of traders that sent us an email saying that they've got FIFO issues being posted by their broker. It should still close out your orders, all right, and it shouldn't create a problem, but take a look with your broker, because obviously if you're getting these FIFO issues, then what's happening is those orders that we close out, it's getting sent to your broker, and there's some latency between the two brokers connecting. And so the fact that there's a latency may mean that orders that should be closed first are coming in last, and that's creating that FIFO issue, all right? But check and make sure that all your orders are closed. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that myself right now. I'm going to make double sure that all my positions, all my accounts that I have connected, all my managed accounts, all my business accounts, and that are all showing that we did close out the US dollar. That we did close out the US dollar cap positions. All right, make absolutely sure. You got to double check on that. So take a look. I'm checking mine. Looks like it's all good for me. Make sure yours has done the same. All right. With that being said, guys, a lot of great stuff's going to happen here in May. Make sure that you send out a message for guys. Send out a message for people to go ahead and connect to our Friday session where we talk about the markets, create opportunities, and discuss new opportunities coming along with the Traders Network Club. All right, we're getting into a lot of great things here. We're going to be offering our Starter Pro members. We're really going to take care of our Starter Pro members. So if you're not a Starter Pro member, make sure you become a Starter Pro member. We're going to take care of our Starter Pro member by giving everything we possibly can at as low cost as we possibly can, even some free stuff right there, just because it's a community that we want to continue to build, and it's doing exceptionally well, and we appreciate your support. We appreciate everyone. Have a great weekend, everyone. And this is from the FxBigDog and Cameron, wishing you peace, joy, and successful trading. Until next time, happy trading.